matchup for the UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Well, you just never know when the next UFC superstar is going to emerge. I submit to you, the UFC's interim middleweight champion, Israel Adesanya, only made his UFC debut in February of 2018, and it's an understatement to say he has taken this sport by storm.
It's an understatement, a massive understatement. For a long time, I had heard about Israel Adesanya before he even got to the UFC, but did not know what to expect. I did not expect such a versatile skill set, an ability to stay upright, an ability to deal with the pressure of wrestlers, an ability to stay the course whenever things aren't going necessarily as you planned. He was just wise beyond his time in the octagon from the moment he got there. And I think that's because he chose the exact right time to come to the UFC.
Right, he didn't force it. He has become a sensation overnight. And most people believe when it comes to Israel Adesanya, the best is yet to come. Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them themselves. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. Our tail of the tape for this, our main event of the evening. Adesanya is 3 years his senior. He is 1 inch taller. He will have a 5-inch reach advantage. All right, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge of the Octagon, Yves Lavigne. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas. It's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 21 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 4 inches tall, weighing in at 200 pounds. Presenting the challenger, Israel, the last style bender, Adesanya. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 15 wins, 1 loss. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 205 pounds. Fighting out of Magomed, Russia, presenting the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC Light Heavyweight Champion of the world, Magomed Ankalaev.
UFC belt on the line. Protect yourself at all time. Obey my command at all time. If you want to touch love, do it now. Go back to your corner.
They touch him up, and we are underway. So here we go, round 1. I can barely hear myself think in this arena right now. 2 of the most dominant, well-rounded fighters in this division.
I mean, these guys are the best of all of mixed martial arts. They can do everything when they're locked inside of the octagon. I'm so excited to watch the highest level of MMA on display tonight.
Really using his reach advantage there as he lands the punch, DC.
That was snuck in. Nice fight.
And they separate. Now he's got the Muay Thai plum. And now he's got that Thai clinch. Oh, now he's got the Thai plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and try to shove an underhook.
That is how you scramble, folks. Big roundhouse now, just misses. Oh, man, this guy kicks like a mule.
So hard. He kicks so hard every time you see him drive his shin into his opponent. Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
That's a big hook. Oh, spinning back fist lands. And they separate. The left punch is true. Now the right hand. Just misses with the jab there. Well done to block that powerful kick to the body.
Beautiful takedown land.
Oh, knee strike right to the midsection there. Under 2 minutes to go in a back-and-forth first round here. Just unable to quite find that range. And they separate. So he counters with an effective punch there, and at least in that situation, it paid to have the advantage in reach. All right, he'll engage in a single collar tie. That knee might have landed there.
Ooh, big shot land.
Big left hook coming, it's blocked. Oh, beautiful land there by Adesanya. You hear this crowd just eating out of his hand, oohing and on every time he advances.
I mean, he just captures your imagination from the walkout to the entrance when he's in the octagon, the fighting style. He just kind of has that thing that makes you want to stop and stare at Israel Adesanya. Oh, you heard it bad with the jab.
And he landed the right hand there. Round two next. Well, what a round it was, especially from a striking standpoint. DC, take us through.
High-level striking. I mean, this is what people come through the doors to see. Two men stand on a quarter, chest to chest, forehead to forehead, and let it all fly. I'm surprised nobody went out, but it does excite me for the next round.
Doing awesome. Completely controlling this fight wherever it goes. I want more of the same. Go out there, be fast, be sharp. Do not relax on this guy.
All right, next round is underway, and what a great job defensively in the previous round. I think my face from last night's dinner is more swollen than his opponent's.
I mean, he did a fantastic job of seeing when his opponent was trying to attack and getting his guard up so that he's not taking damage to the face. Great defensive fight IQ shown by this fight.
Follows through with a power takedown. Full guard now, DC.
For the top fighter, you got to be very careful because most submissions come from the full guard. So advance to half. Try to build posture. But if you're the bottom person, the moment your opponent tries to move to the next position, build a shield. Kick off the hips and get back to your feet.
All right, side control now, DC. You know he's in his element on the ground. A lot of tricks up his sleeve.
A lot of tricks.
Well, you know I don't like the gi very much, but I have an appreciation and a healthy one for these type of transitions.
You can tell he's been in a gi at some point in his life with the way that he moves so freely.
I'm skipping jiu-jitsu next week, too.
Nice punch lands over the top.
All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations tonight.
Well, the jab has been looking fantastic. Takedown land.
Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape.
Oh, this is where you don't want to be, though.
Oh, he's got the ground and pound going now. Oh, his opponent squirming like a fish out of water now. The ground and pound is on point. This could very well be the beginning of the end.
This could be the beginning of the end. We've seen some really good ground and pound fighters. This young man is as good as any we've ever seen. You you got to recognize that when a guy starts to put his feet on your hips, you got to move him off, and you got to cover. You can't be off to an angle.
And this might just be a matter of time. So he submits him with the arm bar.
I mean, just steps ahead of the competition. Where you're playing checkers, he's playing chess in the ground fighting. And it showed tonight in this big submission victory.
Let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
He was able to get the fight to the ground exactly where he wanted it. Eventually, his opponent gave him an opportunity to get a submission. He did that, and he should be very proud of the work he did tonight in the octagon.
So there he is, ladies and gentlemen, the man they are all chasing at 205 pounds, the UFC light heavyweight champion, and what a way to get the job done tonight with a submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Leving has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 40 seconds of round number 2. Declaring the winner by tap out, and still the undisputed UFC light heavyweight champion of the world, Magomed Ankalaev.
All right, so a nice retention of the title tonight. Our UFC light heavyweight champion gets it done in a big way.
We hear it over and over again in regards to this guy. He is very good. He is a very big, strong 205-pound fighter and a guy that is going to take a massive effort to try to take the belt away.